But I like Galactic Cruise quite a bit. It did fall on my board. You missed, again, the rundown. Galactic Cruise fell from, I think it was around, actually it was 6 on my board, and it went down 2 places because I put up a Ra and Concordia in my top 5, and so Galactic Cruise slipped down to 9. I think 8. I'm sorry, down to 8. So I think Galactic Cruise is still a really good, fun game, but I need to play it a few more times. We played a slightly slightly simpler version than the first time I played. It wasn't enough for it really to influence my opinion one way or the other, but it was. It's a good game. So I guess I know you kind of teased that you had some comparison between that and the SETI, and
it's hard to compare the two because they are different, but there's similar mechanics. I just felt the agency of the game wasn't as dynamic as SETI, maybe.
Okay.
I think it was very much like just build a ship and keep building a ship over again and just doing that same. It was very repetitive, but so it was not super. I mean, granted, it's first place. It was hard to have a really good judgment of it. But in my first judgment, there was kind of like in between turns. I'm sitting there going, I guess I'm just gonna do that again, and then after that, I'll do that one again, and then I'll just do that again, and I'll just rinse and repeat that same cycle of actions. So there wasn't a lot of dynamism to the selections there, and that could have been just the first play, and I was missing some things here and there. I didn't do too bad either. Like I thought I did okay. I zoomed in on cleaning out all my cogs, and I had that got me the 30 points at the end of the game. So I think
you finished ahead of me. You were third, and like I said, the other 2 guys had played several times. Actually, you were only a couple points behind. You were 4 points behind Jim. Right. It was Christopher at 173, Jim at 159, you at 155, and me at 139. So
yeah. So I mean, I didn't feel like I did horrible. I probably should have done some more actual shipbuilding. Like I basically just built one ship and had that same ship go a couple of times, and I think the other gentleman had 3 or 4 or 2 or 3.
But I think that's the balance of the game, though, right? Like you're supposed to decide: do you want to build one giant, royal cruise, like big one, or if you want to have a bunch of little, riverboats?
Yeah. And so it was an enjoyable game. I like production value was great. The once you kind of read the iconography, it was pretty easy to follow. It was probably easier to follow than SETI at some point because there's some stuff with SETI where I was like, I'm trying to figure out like some of those bonus cards. I was trying to figure out. I misread them or misunderstood how they reacted. So maybe SETI has a little bit more of a learning curve, I think, because of some of the iconography and the scoring mechanisms. But Galactic Cruise was fun. It just didn't wow me. I was kind of glad I didn't do the Kickstarter because I don't think it's a game that I would play on a regular basis, like over other games. It's a great game. I'd play it again. It's enjoyable. It's very well developed. Clearly the guys who came up with the game, it's been play tested like crazy because it's very well balanced. But it just didn't blow me away.
Yeah, a lot of variability in the setup. That's a big strength for me. But just about everything you do, all the action spaces, there's 2 actions. And so when you go to an area, you choose, you can do one twice, or you can do both of them. Or as you start laying other parts out, you can connect to other areas with other action spaces. But when you set up the game, it's completely random. So the 2 actions that kind of match up in each area change from game to game, and then you've got some modifiers at the top that allow you to kind of break some of the rules, and you have to develop those technologies or piggyback off of somebody else who's already done it. Those are completely random. Those get picked different every game, so there's a lot of variability. So that doesn't necessarily make me like or dislike the game, but I do like a game that has a lot of variability. I think you could play it a bunch of times, and if you like the mechanisms, you like the game flow, there's a lot of difference from play to play.
But I think the thing is like those 3 things across the top that break the rules. They may be variable, but there's always going to be 3 of them, right?
Or 4 of them, but
4 of them.
Yep.
And those actions, they're variable, but it's the same actions, and so it's really just figuring out how to connect them and doing which ones you want to connect to, do both of them or not. So there's just the variability is good and it has variable setup. Yeah, but I don't know about if the variability of play is all that intriguing.
Yeah, it doesn't change the mechanisms at all. It just changes.
I feel like SETI has a little bit more to that.
Yeah,
But again, I'm not trying. I mean, the game is highly rated. It's skyrocketing up the charts. But I just think that I think SETI will have a longer tail than Galactic Cruise.
And I agree. SETI's my number 1. Galactic Cruise is number 8 right now. So
yeah. I don't even know if this would make my top 20.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and that's hard to say because it's such a good game. But like, I'm
Sure.
looking at my top 20, going, am I really going to knock off, throw a game out there like Distilled or Stone Age or Paladins of the West Kingdom or something like that, over that? I don't know. It's be tough.